Yeah.
East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lover with the gang gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lover with the gang gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lover with the gang gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lover with the gang gang gang, you know.
Yeah, whoa, East Coast with that gang gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang gang gang, we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa.
East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lover with the gang gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lover with the gang gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lover with the gang gang gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lover with the gang gang gang.
Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Hard time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1724 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode, and of course we got our sponsors Everest and K2 flexing on all you beaches. What's going on, fam? How are we doing? Drop a comment down below. What did you smash today? What doth thou smasheth? What dost thou smasheth? Anyway, smash that subscribe button, that like button, drop a comment down below. Make sure you share the broad stream. I can't talk today. Live stream, broadcast. Should we call that now the broad stream? Yeah, Papa Swolio's broad stream. Anyway, share the video. It definitely helps distribution a ton, and YouTube's going to show it to more people. If they're like, oh my God, everyone's sharing it, everyone's liking it, everyone likes the video so much, they're going to alert more people that are subscribed to the channel, actually. So we got an Ask Papa Swolio session today, which is epic because you can ask questions and I'll give you answers if I have them. The Swole stream, that's right, Josh. Of course, you can subscribe over on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. I got a couple announcements before we get started. We have our accountability meeting tomorrow, Swole Fam members, and if you're not yet a member, you got a couple hours remaining, okay? You got a couple Fuck Your Resolution specials that are ending tonight at midnight. I know, but Fuck Your Resolutions doesn't go on forever, so we're wrapping that up. So the Swole Fam and the monthly unlimited are ending tonight. Do not miss out on that opportunity. You got amazing savings up to 50% off. Do not miss out on that. You can get started for less than $3. Check it out. You get access to all the private streams. You get access to Swole TV. You get access to the private Swole Fam Discord. You get access to the private Swole Fam Facebook group. You get access to the discussion board. Swole TV is lit. Swole TV, we got some new stuff coming. I can't wait. But remember, tomorrow, fam, you do not have to watch it only in the private Facebook group. You can also catch it in Swole TV. It will be embedded in Swole TV with Swole Chat, so you're able to watch it there as well. And I'll send you those links, and of course, I'll be alerting you. But you do not need to have Facebook to catch the private live streams. And of course, they're uploaded later into Swole TV. So tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, 12 noon Eastern time. More gorillas, please. As we're ramping up here, more gorillas tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. Accountability meeting. So tomorrow's episode 1725 will be private for members only. And we got some new releases. We got awesome Swole fan posts. I love the accountability meetings. It's fire. It's Liddy McTitterson. You do not want to miss an accountability meeting. Those are always delicious. Always absolutely delicious. So make sure you mark your calendars tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. And I'm seeing some people in the comments. It's cold out. It sucks. Can't wait for spring. It is absolutely hot as balls. It's sunny. It's hot. It's probably 80 degrees outside. It is gorgeous. Move to, we don't want the state to be overrun, but I'm in Florida. Man, it is gorgeous today. So I can't wait for this episode to be done, even though I'm looking forward to the episode, but I'm going to go and get some sun on my tits after this. Fucking stoked. Fucking stoked. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. I recommend those of you that live in shitty climates, move. You avoid the lockdowns. You avoid you get vitamin D 24 hours, not 24 hours a day, 365. You get all the vitamin D you want. All the vitamin D you want. You'd rather go to Texas than Florida. Well, depends on what you're looking for. You want better weather. You want a more open economy. It depends on what you're looking for. But Texas or Florida, I think, are going to be overrun this year. I think everyone's getting out of these other shitholes. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's nice. Look, I moved down to Florida after I graduated college because I didn't want to deal with snow anymore. I got tired of scraping fucking ice off my windshield and being cold for 6 or 7 months out of the year. No thanks. No thanks. I'm done. No thanks. But no matter where you live, some of you love to live through that cold weather. I like snowboarding and stuff. I mean, it's nice to be around snow by choice. You go on vacation, you go to a snowy place. Cool. And now I want to go home. Now I want to go home. No, there are upsides and downsides. I mean, you don't get mountains down here. You don't get mountains in Florida, that's for sure. The only mountain is the on-ramp to the turnpike. So let's see what we got here. Dun, 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 dun. The broad stream of the Mancast. Fuck average today. We do have to bust the nut open. We will bust the nut in just a second. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, got some other announcements. So let me just kick this off on the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to the Daily Swole, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. We got some new episodes. We got some new shit, fam. Come on now. Come on, we got some new drops.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. Catalina wine. Oh, thank you, Nip Dog. I appreciate it. Can't wait until Papa Swolio goes live. Love it. He's the only person I watch live stream on YouTube. Thank you. I love it. Thank you so much. Let's get some more some more gorillas. If you're listening to the Mancast, you're like, I'm getting blasted with gorillas and shit today. But thank you. I appreciate it. Someone said that they caught the brand new Red, White, and Swole. How many of you caught? I just dropped one last night. I decided not to save it, not to wait to post it earlier today, so I just dropped it last night. So I hope you enjoyed the new drops. I will be posting more often. Thank you, Jeff. Red, White, and Swole was on point. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me get another yowl. Thank you. So make sure you check that out. We do have 4 shows available for you. We got Swolenormous Audio Experience. We have a brand new Swolenormous Procast. Episode 11 just dropped. We have a brand new Red, White, and Swole. I believe the title was Unity Through Nonsense. So you can go and check that out. And also, of course, the Daily Swole. So check out all those other shows that we got. Kashina, I want to move to the mountains. I know. That's the thing. Once you're around mountains, you're like, oh my God, I'm a human. I belong in the mountains. That's how I feel. I love the warm weather, but man, I love mountains. I love mountains. What are we asking here? Someone said it's treating Papa's body well. What's going on here? You're responding to Jill? What happened? How is the weather treating your body? Oh, treating the body. You're talking sit and spin. Well, I hope you're all doing well. Sit and spin. Judith, I hope you're doing well. Florida's flat as fuck. It is. It certainly is. That being said, let's bust this nut open. Okay. Remember to hit the like button, drop a comment down below. Hit that like button if you haven't yet on YouTube. Let's bust this beach open. Shall we? Let me see here. Where's my nut button? There we go. Put some respect on it and drop a comment down below. What'd you smash today, fam-wise? How are we looking? Look at you. Look at you. Leo's got those mimosas. Yeah, cheers, bro. Okay. Raging alcoholic. Leo, get some help. We look, everyone's got problems. Some people, all right, alcoholism, it can run in the family and you can get help for that. We have people in the Swole fam that have gotten help and that have kicked the habit and, have transformed their lives. Leo, get some help. Seriously, it's every single day. And I know you're going to play, but it's brunch with the girls, Sex in the City, Leo. Not buying it. Not buying it, bro. Get some help. Get some absolute fucking help. All right. So again, a reminder, just if you're tuning in now, #FuckAverage for a chance to win today's Swole card. But of course, it's all Ask Papa Swole, so you can start dropping your questions. Again, if you're just tuning in, tomorrow, accountability meeting, priority access episode for members only. Do not miss out on that. That will be going live inside Swole TV and in the private Facebook group at 12 noon Eastern time. If you want to get access to that, you must be a member. Learn more at SwoleNormusX.com. We have some big time specials ending tonight. Do not miss out on that. That being said, let's get into some questions, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. All right, drop in the comments down below if you got questions. Ask Papa Swolio in the comentarios. Mike Miller, love this card. Everyone loves a good fuck average card, don't they? Don't they now? All right, let's take a question. If you got questions, Papa Swolio's got answers. Drop it in the comments down below. And what are you smashing today? Drop that in the comments. What'd you work out today? I hope you had a good workout. All right, let's take the first question, shall we?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Lisa, we got some names to... You name. Lisa Jean Schramm. Lisa Genschram. I don't know where to begin. I do workouts at the moment at home, but what's a good workout? Oh, God damn it. Fuck these questions. Fucking Instagram. All right. Now remember, when I go boo or I do a Matt Damon like this.
Matt Damon.
I'm not making fun of you, Lisa. It's just fun. We love a good Matt Damon. We love teasing. But come on. What do you mean? You do workouts at home, but what's a good workout? Can't really answer this question because it's not really much of a question. You do workouts at home. I would start practicing yoga. Let's just say this. If you're not practicing yoga yet, Lisa, start practicing yoga. Okay? Start practicing yoga. And I definitely recommend getting on a consistent training program. Lifting weights, need an actual program, not just random workouts. So if you're interested, check out SwoleNormusX.com. Of course, you can Google that, what and whatnot, but you don't know what you're getting or who's recommending. You can customize all the programs in X. So I'm just going to recommend the Swole fam and what we got to offer, but start with yoga too. I would absolutely recommend doing yoga as well. Don't just do random stuff. So what's a good workout? I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with that. Yvonne, so many dumb questions. Well, I mean, a question is, look, everyone's starting at a different place. So I do understand, and I do agree as a dumb question. But Yvonne's saying it's kind of concerning how little people actually know about fitness. Well, that's why I'm here. And I'm definitely not making fun of Lisa at the same time. This is why we have to teach this kind of shit in school. Don't you think we should teach this shit in school? Don't you think if we taught this stuff in school, you would learn when you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old? You can learn this in elementary school. You can learn how to start exercising properly. Middle school, high school. You could be taught how to lift properly. You don't have to be maxing out when you're 10. You could be taught how to lift properly and train properly and get into that habit of taking care of your body. If we actually taught this, and if parents taught their kids this, Forget the schools. I mean, I think the schools, that'd be great, but still the parents' responsibility. You can't depend on the schools. The schools are preparing your kids to work in a factory. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. The school system is a hot fucking mess. Well, people say there's no bad questions. I think there are bad questions. There's definitely lazy questions. But at the same time, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask me a question. I might tease you or poke you or drop a Matt Damon, but I don't hate you, and I'm glad you're asking the question, so I appreciate it, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you. This is from Socrates Truth. Finally, a name I can fucking read. Papa Swolio, what are some products and places you like to source your food? You can go to Whole Foods. You can go to supermarket. There's a lot of great places. You can go online. There's some awesome places like people order. Where do you order your food from? Drop in the comments down below. You can order from Butcher Box, Wellness Meats. You can get it from, Bocampo in California. There's a lot of different grass-fed beef places where you can get organ meats, you can get bones, and all you got to do is do a Google search. Like if you're looking for grass-fed beef, all you got to do is boom, do a Google search and it'll pop right up. I mentioned tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be dropping some links inside Swolenormous X for members, some information on where you can get grass-fed beef and such like that. So I'll be dropping some more information tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow in the accountability meeting. But a lot of people don't realize you can order food online. You can order food online. You can order beef online. You just either need to do a subscription or you need to have a minimum order of like $75 or $100 usually to justify shipping costs. So you can order in so many different places. There are lots of companies that are selling grass-fed beef that will ship it to your door. And guess what? It's a fucking Google away. It's a fucking Google away. So make sure you jump on that. Because it depends on where you live. If you're in another country, a lot of this, maybe a lot of the questions might not be applicable to you, but there's a lot of stuff, at least in the United States, at least, to get grass-fed beef. So you have to just know what you're looking for. Remember, you can Google what you're looking for and see what works best for you. But you want to get 100% grass-fed, grass-finished. You want to get regenerative farmed beef if you can, all that good stuff. So we got people in the comments: Fred Meyer, Albertsons, Winco, Sprouts Market, Trader Joe's, local farms. Ooh, that's a good one, Jessica. Local farms on Facebook Marketplace also. Very nice. Very nice. So it also helps if you are in another country, if you're not in the United States, to drop that in the comments below. We'll be talking more about this in the accountability meeting tomorrow, actually. Let's see. We got another question. Let's keep on crushing through. You can drop in the comments if you got questions. Sarah Workman, 1102. How much water should I drink? It depends on your exercise habits, depends on your climate and such, but generally a minimum of half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 200 pounds, at least 100 ounces of water. And that's just that's an approximation. That's a starting point. So if you're highly active, if you train really hard, and if you're in a hot climate, you're out in the sun, you're losing a lot more water, you're going to need more replenishing. So half your body weight in ounces is a minimum standard. But of course that fluctuates. It depends person to person. You also need to get your minerals and such. I put Celtic sea salt in my water. I take a couple grams of salt in the morning with my water, but make sure you're drinking plenty. All right, let's see what we got here. Again, if you're watching live, you can drop a question down below. If I miss it, drop it again. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. And we do have some fuck average card action. Fuck average. Hashtag fuck average for a chance to win today's Swole card. Make sure you're using that hashtag Ask Papa Swolio so I notice the question. I'll let it slide for Steven this time. Any good chest exercises to work around a rehabbed torn rotator cuff? Well, it depends. Like, are you to work around a rehabbed? I mean, if it's rehabbed, aren't you better? Like, what are you still having issues with? Sure, you can do dumbbell press. I would recommend dumbbell press. A lot of people prefer incline. A lot of people actually hurt their shoulders more because when they do flat, they're grinding their shoulder and they're inflaming their rotator cuff, or they have damage. So they move to incline bench because it usually opens up the shoulder a little bit more. You get a lot less restrict. You get a lot more. It's more open for the shoulder joint, that angle. But at the same time, dumbbells will be better for you than barbell because you get to customize your positioning. You could do band work. That might be more appropriate, so you can control the load and adjust the angle, customize it, hook the bands in the door. It depends on what rotator cuff muscle got damaged, what your limited range of motion is. If you're rehabbed, you should be able to be good to go, but I would generally probably stay away from barbell. But again, I don't really know any more details than that. It's kind of it's very unique or individual what works or what irritates or how you injured it, what rotator cuff muscle actually got injured. Was it the subscapularis, the infraspinatus, the supraspinatus, which is probably the one that got damaged, or teres minor? Like, which one was it? What are your limited ranges of motion? What are you limited in doing and what you're doing? Control the load. So good question, but most people will find that with dumbbells, you can control your wrist position, your elbow position, so you can clear more of those friction spots when it comes to your chest pressing, for example. All right, let's see here. And also, I would recommend, if you're cleared to do this, I would recommend doing dead hangs on a bar. John, you're watching live. You love dead hangs. How many of you do dead hangs? If you can, just literally dead hang, just hang from a bar. It's really great to open up your spine, open up your thoracic spine, open up your shoulder girdle, your shoulder joint. So dead hangs are really great for rehab. You might want to check with your therapist and see how that works for you and your situation, but generally that's good to go. All right, we got another question here. So if you got questions, drop it down below. We'll take some more. Let's see here. Recreational goalkeeping. Are protein powders bad for you in the long term? I guess that would depend on the protein powder. It would depend on the frequency and the volume of consumption. A lot of protein powders when they're manufactured, they have heavy metals in them. There's a lot of impurities in protein powder from manufacturing, not to mention just the actual contents of the protein powder. It's not like it's pure protein. You're getting a lot of fillers and aspartame and artificial sweeteners, and anytime you buy a protein powder, you're getting 20 to 30 to 40% other stuff, not just protein. So I highly recommend just eating more quality foods. I personally don't use protein powders, and I don't have any real interest in them or need for them. You might also have issues with digestion if you have concerns, or you're lactose intolerant, or you have issues with dairy if you're very sensitive to dairy. But a lot of people get the shits when they consume whey protein for a reason. And a lot of people overdo the protein as well. Let's see. Yeah, dead hangs are great for grip strength too, not just your shoulder, but it's great for grip strength as well. Good question. Let's see. We got one from Khalil Uven, or Khalil Uven, or Cal 11, or Ka Liloven, or K Alaluven. Kalilu Vin. Papa Swolio, what should I do when I'm eating right and exercising and my weight loss plateaus? Well, that depends on why it's plateauing. It could be because you're still eating too much. Remember, when you lose weight, if you're losing weight, your body is trying to get to a comfortable point. Your body is always trying to get into a comfort zone. So if you're eating X amount of calories, your body is going to get to a point where that amount of consumption is maintenance. So if you're eating less than you need and you're losing weight, you're going to have to drop the calories a little bit more. Also, because I don't know you, I don't know if you're a member or whatnot, but I would recommend doing an elimination diet. That way you're not consuming foods that are causing inflammation or you're having sensitivities to. So it's very, very important for you to eliminate garbage foods. Cut out dairy, cut out gluten, cut out these processed sugars, start weaning out a lot of these things like seed oils and nuts, and test these things in your diet. Go through elimination diet. You can Google Swolenormous elimination diet. You can go to swolenormousx.com/links and check out the button for the elimination diet. It'll take you to the blog. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. If you haven't yet checked it out, download the 7 Pillars ebook on swolenormousx.com, and there's a little special offer that'll pop up. You can try out the Nutrition Jumpstart and learn more, and it's just a few bucks and you can get started right away. But weight loss is going to be a caloric balance. Caloric balance is very important, of course, because energy matters but playing the addition subtraction game without focusing on food quality is probably the fundamental flaw of what's discussed commonly with fitness and nutrition. Most people are just playing the calories game. And I think it's absolutely reprehensible that you have professionals, you have professional people that have PhDs and nutritionists and they're big names in the nutrition game and they're still pushing this fucking calories in, calories out as if quality does not matter. I think it's insane. So, you're eating right. I don't know what that means. That could be eating right for you might be disgustingly nasty for me. So I don't know what that means. And exercising I don't know what you're doing. So maybe you're not exercising optimally. You're not doing the right things or you're not making the best choices. So check that out. Check that out. And hopefully you break through that. Let's see, Nip Dog. That happened to me often. I change my eating habits and food frequently, mix up the foods to make sure your body doesn't get used to various foods. You're not going to get used to it like that. That's not really how it works. You're not going to be, my body's used to it, so I'm not losing weight because I'm eating the same foods. It's going to be a caloric balance, but I'm more concerned with people that are not, or still eating inflammatory foods or, foods that their body is reacting poorly to. Let's see, Eric, I have a mace and was going to work in a mace flow. How do you think I should incorporate that around a normal workout routine? Do it as a warm-up. It's really great for a warm-up. Get the shoulders loose. Yeah, it's really good for multiple planes of motion, getting the spine mobilized and such. I think that's good stuff. You could do a whole workout like that. It's great for mobility, active recovery too. It depends on how you do it. You grab a heavy enough mace, you're going to that's a whole workout itself. What the fuck is this one? I lost 40 kilograms in 1 year. Are you proud of me? Sure. Let's give some round of applause. Am I proud of you? Sure. Why not?
Oh, you get because.
Yes, I'm proud of you. Yes, I'm proud of you. Are you proud of yourself? That's more important. Don't worry about what I think. I am proud. Sure. I'm glad you did it. 40 kilograms. That's what, 90 pounds or something? Or 90 or 84, whatever it is, 2.2. That's fantastic. Good for you. Excellent. As long as you're proud, you got to be proud of yourself. Remember, hashtag fuck average in the comments, and we'll take a pause here to remind everyone that we got some amazing specials that end tonight, swolenormousx.com. And of course, you can catch this stream over on YouTube at The Daily Swole and on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Don't miss out on all that shit. swolenormousx.com. And we got some fuck average. We got some sexy peppermint tip. Look at you, Tessie. Look at you. You're looking good. Look at... I thought we were going to make it through one episode would be nice. One episode. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Get one fucking episode. One episode. Sir Greg of Troy. Okay. When using height, do you prefer compound? When using HIIT, you mean another I in there? Or high intense? Do you prefer compounds or super? When using HIIT, I hate, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of talking about high intensity interval training. You mean lifting hard, training, lifting weights? Everything's got a gimmick. You don't have to be running and doing cardio to get a great workout in. Do you prefer compounds or supersets? I love lifting weights. I love doing kettlebells. I love doing compound lifts, pressing. All the basics work. Most people try to get the fancy shit. If you're not doing the basics, you're not going to build a strong physique. Okay. You got to do pressing, got to do pulling, basic pulling, squats, the basics, the fundamentals. Now, how you choose your rest periods depends on the exercise, completely depends on the workout. When using HIIT, I don't think about it like that. I don't do random HIIT workouts. I lift weights. I have a general bodybuilding type split, which is important. And I work in kettlebells. I work in yoga just fine. So most of the people that you'll see that do HIIT training don't look like they're in that great shape, to be honest, because they're just doing cardio. So lift weights. It's better for you to lift weights, do yoga, focus on your nutrition, all 7 pillars. But that really depends on how you're categorizing, how you're looking at what HIIT training is. When someone says HIIT, everyone's got a different idea of what that is. Is that Orange Theory? Is it CrossFit? Like, you need some details on that one. Let's see. Hyrowell. Gyrowell. Gyrowell. Gyro. Hyrowell. Hyrowell. 08. Papa Swolio, I'm 165 pounds, and I'm trying to get to 180 pounds this year. Any tips? I eat my calorie surplus, but still lose. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Matt Damon.
No, you don't, brother. No, you don't. You're not eating calorie surplus if you're still losing. That's just like literally, that's basics. That's fundamental. If you're losing, you're not eating enough. That's not a calorie surplus. Sorry to break it to you, but if you're losing weight, you ain't eating enough food. You're eating less than you need. That's why you're losing weight. So you got to eat more food. I would make sure you're eating quality food, the right foods, and just eat more of it. It's not easy. It's really hard. That's why most people don't bulk properly. All right, we got another question from Christiana, 33 hundo. Papa Swolio, do you think stretch bands are effective for a sleek toned body? Female. Stretch bands. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Stretch bands are effective for a sleek toned body. Well, there's no such thing as a tone body. There's a body that's less fat and has muscle. So you're not going to tone anything. You're not going to tone muscle. You can't tone. You can be less fat. You can lean out. That's not toning. That's just getting rid of the fat that's covering the subcutaneous fat that's on top of your muscle. So do I think stretch bands? I don't know what's a stretch band? Like resistance bands? I'm going to assume that. I mean, I know what a resistance band is. So a stretch band, I'm assuming. But the thing is, I don't know what she thinks a stretch band is. Maybe it's one of those like the loop bands, because those are stretchy too. But resistance bands, sure, they're effective. Lift heavy. Like resistance bands are great. I think resistance bands are great. I think they're optimal for certain exercise. Resistance bands are excellent, especially for curls, for tricep push downs, for like overhead tricep extensions. They're fantastic for shoulders and such. You know, for legs, it starts getting really challenging with bands. You need to get those like really thick loop bands, and you can step on it and do lunge pulses and stuff. But I mean, for legs, bands are very, you need certain bands, you need certain anchor points and really certain equipment to get awesome. You really need to know what you're doing to get an amazing leg workout with bands. It's much harder, but you can still do it if you have the right tools and the right equipment. But yeah, I think the resistance bands are fantastic, especially if you're traveling, because they're very light, but can provide hundreds of pounds of force and still weigh only 5-10 pounds when you're traveling, but also if you don't have a lot of space. All right. Ew. Let's see here. All right, we got one more on Instagram, and then if we got any more questions here, we'll take some more. But then if we don't got questions, we're all good. So last question here from Instagram. Tips on how to do 8 consecutive pull-ups. Ooh, 8 consecutive pull-ups. So fancy. Well, I'm assuming at this point, Valentina M10, I'm assuming that you can do pull-ups, or at least do one or some. Otherwise, you'd be saying, how can I do my first pull-up? I would recommend doing negatives. I would recommend doing negatives and do as many as you can. So assuming that you can do some already because you want to do 8 consecutive, let's say you can only do 4 or 5. Do 4 or 5 and then step up on a chair or a ladder or something, get to the top, and then do a nice slow negative. Try to get it to 7 to 10 seconds on the full descent and bang out a few more extra at the end of the set, rest, and then do your max reps again. You know, after for your next set, do let's say 3 or 4 pull-ups and then do a few negatives. And eventually you'll be able to do more pull-ups consecutively. Just to have to push yourself past failure. And the thing is with negatives, why they're so important is because when your body or when your muscles are too weak to pull up, that's the concentric that's a concentric contraction. That means the muscle needs to shorten to overcome the force. And when that aspect of your contraction, so to speak, is too weak to overcome and is too fatigued, and I'm not going to get too much into the exercise science of it, the lengthening, the controlled eccentric works the same muscles, but that's the strongest type of contraction. So from weakest to strongest is concentric, isometric, eccentric. So holding at the top of the bar, that's going to be the second strongest, but the eccentric the lengthening works the same muscles and will be strongest. So that's how you push to actual failure, is banging on some extra negatives, and that'll help you get some more. Pull-up negatives are so nasty, so schnasty, so schnasty. Super schnasty. Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. I was looking at the back and bicep ignite, modify a pull-up. My gym doesn't have the machine for assisted, and I can't do one yet. You can do inverted rows. You can use the TRX, or you can use a bar or something. You can lean back. Check out the exercise, the inverted row. We have that in the instructional video library, and also I believe that's in the master classes for how to do a pull-up. So you could also do the inverted rows would be great. But also if you have a bar, if there is a bar and you can't do one, you can just step up on a chair and hold at the top as long as you can and slowly lower down as far as you can, then step on the chair and do it again. So inverted rows are great, and you can do inverted rows with negatives as well. All right, that's it for Instagram questions. Let's just take some more live. Remember, use the hashtag APS or Ask Papa Swolio. That way it'll stand out in the chat. Sometimes I'll see a question and I'll let it slide. Eddie, are you back on the coffee? To me, obviously. No, I'm not. So I forget when I stopped. Was it been like 4 or 5 days? 5 days? 4 or 5 days? No, I'm not. Like energy throughout the day. I feel great. I'm really impressed too. I'm really shocked. We talked about this yesterday. I'm really actually impressed. When I wake up, I feel more awake. I just feel more awake. I mean, I still drink. So I wake up and I have my like 2 grams or so of Celtic sea salt and Redmond salt. I mix it in. I drink it, chug down the hatch. I have my raw beef liver a little bit after that. And that wakes me up. That lights me up. And I'm having bone broth right now. This is bone broth. Oh my God, it's fantastic. So I'm actually surprised. I'll keep you all posted. I'm obviously not going to get headaches at this point, but I really do feel good. I'm waking up better. And I have consistent energy, and yeah. So it's interesting. Like I said, I was doing it to experiment and just to reset and sleep better. And I didn't think I would feel better in the morning. Because I was drinking a lot of coffee by I don't know about most people's standards. Most people, or a lot of people, drink a lot of coffee, but very interesting that I feel better in the morning. It seems like it would just take you, because then I just didn't like the idea that I was depending on coffee to feel awake. I was depending on coffee to feel, plus it was affecting my sleep schedule because I'm drinking coffee throughout the day. Of course, the caffeine's going to affect my sleep pattern. So yeah, I like it. I like not drink. I'm surprised. I'm just surprised. I feel a lot more, no crash either. I thought it would actually be I thought there would be a whole withdrawal thing. I thought I would have a whole thing where, oh man, I really notice a difference. I did. I felt a little groggy, kind of under the weather. Not under the weather, but I felt like underwater. I felt weird for the first day. I would say maybe 2, less than 48 hours. I felt a little spacey, but I didn't really have headaches. Maybe a little thick in the head. I thought I was going to get a headache, but I didn't. So interesting. Oh yeah, I'm probably sleeping better. I actually tweaked something doing, I don't know, I guess I did one exercise. Something got like tweaked. So I had a little trouble sleeping the last couple nights because it was like aching. I got a muscle deep in there, but it's better now. I've been just doing mobility, so I feel good. Yeah, probably, Jessica. Well, make sure if you're trying it, if you're gonna try going off coffee, if you're trying to go off coffee, make sure you're drinking tons of water. I've been drinking tons of water, getting my salt, getting my electrolytes, organ meats and stuff. So I'm not missing my minerals or vitamins and minerals. So I was drinking coffee in the morning, having my beef liver and such, and I would be like lit. I'd be amped up. It turns out it's more like just the liver, because I knew I get tons of energy by having the organ meats. So that's like a cup of coffee. That's a cup of coffee, a couple ounces of raw beef liver, and I'm freaking lit. I feel it just hits me like a ton of bricks. I've been doing that for a long time, but it just feels great. Great. Just sharing with you. Just sharing with you. I'm not telling you to do one thing or the other, but yeah, I ditched coffee. I was drinking tea at night, so no tea at night. No plant water. Did I punch anyone? What, from not drinking coffee? No. No, Mama Swolio says I'm more calm and yeah, I feel less like anxious and stuff too because my brain's always working. I'm creating so much content. I'm always thinking rage. But this is from a long time of drinking. Before I was drinking a lot of coffee, I would do, right, the pre-workouts with tons of caffeine and stuff. They make pre-workouts and such without caffeine if you're concerned about that. But I feel great. If you're getting sleep, you don't need. And I've drank coffee and had a good sleep schedules, and I felt awesome too. It's just adaptation. I just didn't want to depend on coffee. I don't want to depend on anything. I don't want to, if I don't have coffee, I'm not going to be able to function. That's a weird dependence. That's a weird dependence that we accept as a society in itself. Forget about the possible negative side effects or negative health long-term of coffee or positive. I mean, there's mixed information. A lot of people say different things, but here I am not eating a lot of plant products and then I'm grinding beans and soaking them in water. I don't know. I just feel good. I feel good. Bone broth instead of coffee. That's what I'm doing. I'm just having 1 or 2, maybe 12 to 24 ounces of bone broth in the morning and then in the evening. Not like total in the day, but like 2 servings of bone broth or something. I just feel great. I was mentioning the weird part or the thing that I was thinking about, waking up, empty stomach, right? I want to take care of my stomach and my digestive system. And I'm just pouring in hot, acidic coffee. Just doesn't seem like something that'd be a good idea. On an empty stomach, I feel like coating it with bone broth. It's such a more caring thing to do for your body. Just sharing my journey with you. I'm not telling you to do anything that I'm doing. Papa Swole, do you fall asleep faster? That's one area I struggle with. Yes. It's very early in the whole thing, but yes. Like I said, the last couple nights, it was like brutal because I couldn't get comfortable. It was like aching, kind of like a glowing pain. I just tweaked some deep stabilizer, like one of those deep muscles on the spine that crosses 1 or 2 vertebrae, just deep. So I finally kind of got into the source of it and it's just loosening up. It was brutal for a day or 2. It was bad. It was like hard to sit down and move. I was talking about this on TikTok when I was going live here. I was like moving, it was real nasty. It happens once in a while. You train a lot, you work hard. Eventually you're going to tweak something, but it wasn't anything to be really worried about. It was just something deep in there like, fuck, those just take time. And you feel them all the time because just existing, they're working because they're always tense. They're always stabilizing the spine. Someone's saying, Heather B, are the doorway pull-up bars good? Or do they mess up a door frame? They can. The ones that hook around, they can. I mean, they can push into the door frame. They can mark the wood or the frame. You could put like a towel there or like some cushions there. Are they good? They are good. They can't. I mean, there's a risk there too. They could break. But I've used them. The only problem is you're gonna have to probably bend your knees. You're not gonna be able to get a full like hanging stretch. Sleeping well doesn't require coffee. I really feel better sleeping. I feel better sleeping and I feel better waking up, which means if I'm waking up better, if I feel more awake when I wake up. It sounds weird. I just feel more clear when I wake up. Like, I wake up and I don't feel, here's the word. Here's the concept. I don't feel that I am in a deficit. Does that make sense? When I was drinking coffee, when I woke up, I felt I was behind and I needed to drink coffee to bring me up. And I didn't like that. No more road raging. Well, you think I need coffee for that? You think I need caffeine to rage on the road? No. There was no coffee involved, as far as I remember, with the last Driving While Gaining Uncensored Inside Swole TV. Join now, swolenormousx.com. We got new ones coming soon, of course. Road raging's not going anywhere. Let's see here. We'll take a couple more questions if you got it. If you got it. Let's see, Jessica. I've been nerding out and reading about hormones, and some people have mentioned carnivore and keto diets affect men's free testosterone. Have you or will you get blood work done? Well, yeah, I'm not carnivore or keto, so I'm not sure how that would map into that. I'm definitely not keto, and I'm not carnivore. I ate a bunch of clementines yesterday and bowls of fruit and honey and stuff. I'm definitely not a carnivore. I would say mostly animal products, mostly steak and eggs and bacon. But yeah, well, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of stuff done. Whoa, what was that all about? There's a lot of stuff that we got going on the next couple weeks. So yeah, I don't think I have any issues with but I will. I want to get a bunch of things done. I don't think keto diet's long term. I'm not even really a fan per se of just straight carnivore. I don't really know if that just meat, just meat and eggs and I mean, I love fruit. I'm not looking to give that up. Not really a chance there. Not looking to give up that. Vegetables, I'm fine without. I'm fine with not eating leaves. I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine. What about Insta raging? What do you mean? Like on Instagram? Insta raging? Drano? Papa Soy, I'm going through Primer Week. I like that. Primal Week, and I'm experiencing slight pain in my lower back. Is it normal or should I focus a bit more on recovery or mobility? It's not normal. You probably just woke up some kind of muscle, essentially, like from one of the stabilization movements. So doing single leg exercise or any kind of stability, remember when you're training stability, that's why Primer Week, takes the pace that it does. Because when you're working stabilizers, those are tiny, tiny little muscles. You have over 600 muscles in the body. So there are very, very tiny muscles that cross one or two or three muscles or vertebrae on your spine. They cross hatch like stitches, the multifidus muscles. You have a lot of deep muscles there all the way up and down your spine. You have longissimus. You have a lot of muscles deep in your back. So it's very easy to tweak one of those things. When I first started practicing yoga, I opened something up and I tweaked something. I was like, oh shit, like hit that. So I would focus on recovery and mobility. It shouldn't be a problem, but just keep an eye on it and see a medical professional if something nags, just in case. But I can't diagnose you from here. But a lot of times people think like I have a pain. Oh, I pinched a nerve or something. If you think you pinched a nerve, you didn't pinch a nerve. When you pinch a nerve, you get radiating pain that shoots down your limb. It's like electricity. It goes down the wire, the length of the wire. So most of the time, it's just a small little muscle, little tweak that just stabilizes a lot of things, and you feel it more often with small movements. Let's see here. Without coffee, will you be more chill? Do I sound more chill, Nikki?
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Phil, it feels like lightning bolts. You know it. Yeah, you know it. You know when you have a pinched nerve. You'll know. You're not going to wonder. I have some vegan friends and I always pity them when I see what they eat. I have a nice bison steak. I just don't get it. I don't get how you think you're going to get the same nutrition from trying to eat all that stuff. Like that's not something you're going to find in the wild. Like how do you think an evolving human being would have found just all those plants? Like you wouldn't, because those are modern day plants. You could not find those like the lettuce and kale and crap that your people eat now. I shouldn't say crap, because a lot of people are like, what do you mean? You're telling people those things that are really not edible unless you pour all these different sauces and dressings over them. Just chewing leaves. That kind of stuff wasn't available hundreds of years ago. It wasn't not in that form. This is modern day agriculture. This is modern day monocropping. These are plants and vegetables that have been completely manipulated over time. Like this is not something that we evolved consuming in a very short period of time. You don't find edible plants in the wild. You'll get sick and die. It's not that. So the things that I would eat that would consist of like plants, like I do have sweet potatoes on occasion or white rice or something like that. Those things I found have been minimally, negative to me. But the more things that I cut out and I narrow down, it's like, I'm feeling great. I feel great with the way I eat. So, and again, I'm not saying that if you eat a vegetable, you're an evil person, but there are some vegetables that are going to cause most people less problems. Kale causes a lot of problems in people. So does spinach. So do nightshade vegetables. There's a lot of, or Brussels sprouts. Fuck my world up. There are a lot of vegetables. Vegetables are not really friendly to people. So just like an animal, take this for example. If you're going after an animal will attack you physically. Okay. An animal will attack you physically and try to defend itself, biting you or scratching you and so forth. You kill the animal, you can eat its body. Right? Then if you're going after a plant defends itself chemically. So the chemicals inside plants, those are the 500 to a billion years of evolution to defend the plants against animals that would consume the plants that are toxic. And people are just sucking down plants all the time. Yeah, a lot of them are toxic and even at low levels causing inflammation and issues. And people wonder why they have skin conditions or bloating or they feel fatigued. It's like, well, you're eating what your food eats. And a lot of times people think that, well, this feels fine with me. Well, have you ever cut it out? Have you ever eliminated it? Have you ever tried to eat organ meats? Have you ever tried to get real, just pure fucking dense nutrition? Like the amount of spinach, let's say you're just looking at the nutrients, the amount of spinach you'd have to eat to get the same weight of like, let's say grass-fed beef liver. For example, you imagine how much spinach you would have to consume and you wouldn't even get a fraction of the nutrients. I don't know. The longer that I've stayed away from those types of foods and minimized vegetable consumptions, the better I feel. Legit, the better I fucking feel, the better my skin is, the better I feel mentally. I just feel better and better and better. And the thought of consuming them, why would I eat that? That's the first impulse that I have. Is like, why would I eat that? It's just not exciting, or not forget exciting. I don't salivate. A leaf. It's just not for me, especially right now. Not for me. You know what attacks you? This awful fucking fire and smoke lower body. Get it? All right, last questions. If you got questions, you can keep on dropping the comments down below. Squash isn't squash a fruit, technically? Is squash a fruit? I forget if squash is technically a fruit or not, but squash is one of those lower impact foods that a lot of people, if you have a lot of issues with vegetables, squash is usually okay for people. That's one of those. I've had avocado. There are certain things that I'll have, but avocado is a fruit, technically. So I forget if squash is, though. Squash is a fruit. Yeah. I forget. I don't eat squash. I would. I mean, I'm not against it. It's not on my list of like, I need to get some squash. Honey, we're out of squash. Give me a fucking steak. Yeah. Give me a fucking steak.
Yow. That's fucking bullshit.
Yow.
Inconceivable!
Yeah, there's been no instance of kale ever. I think anyone who thinks kale tastes good is in denial. It's just in denial. Raw kale, horrific. Just horrific. It's just inedible. Ugh. Ugh. Some of you might love kale. It's fine. Look, hey, we have vegans inside Swolenormous X. I am whatever works for you. If you love to eat it and that's your shit, then you fucking eat it. All right. It's your health. You got to live with whatever happens. You got to you have to do what's best for you. But I think it's disgusting and I refuse to eat it. So look, everyone's going to be different. These are my experiences and my opinions. So don't take it personally. And that's the thing. Anyone that takes something that someone says personally when it comes to nutrition, they're not confident in what they're doing. Legit. They're not confident. If someone gets angry, oh my God, he said vegetables are not good or kale is bad. Oh my God, kale is supposed to be so good. Then you're not confident in what you're doing. Like, do I care if someone says you shouldn't eat organ meats? I'll be like, okay. You're killing the environment because you're eating a steak. No, I'm not. I'm going to eat a steak. So it doesn't matter what you say or what someone says. Like, I'm doing what works best for me. And that's what people should do. But if you're getting offended, you're trying to defend your point. No, keto is the only way. No, vegan's the only way. No, pescatarian's the only way. You're defending it for a reason. You're not confident. It's the same reason why usually the loudest, most ostentatious people are going to have low self-esteem, or they're trying, like the activists and all the, whether it comes to nutrition or anything else, they usually just don't have any confidence in what they're doing. So they're trying to be loud to compensate for they're just trying to maintain their identity for whatever reason. Save the ozone, eat a cow. Yeah, if you take shit too personal, you're on the wrong YouTube channel. That's for sure. That's for sure. Just finished the total body awareness exercises. Those are fun and good for balance. Good, Robbie. Glad you enjoy them. Adds color to the soup. Who wants a colorful soup? You want to eat a painting or something? I've always wanted to eat a painting. Tomatoes, eggplants. Yeah, tomatoes and eggplants are nightshades. Those jack people up. I avoid both of those. A lot of people have issues with tomatoes and eggplants. Cucumbers, I think, are pretty good. Avocados are doable. I would have avocados or cucumbers, squash. I avoid tomatoes and eggplants personally. A lot of people have issues with tomatoes and eggplants. I know some people have tomatoes and they have crazy ass fucking nightmares. Anyone else watching live have issues with nightshades? Laura, vegan here, not a fan of kale either. Even vegans don't like kale. You're like, fuck that shit. Fuck kale. All right, fam. We got some fuck average card. Let's give this action away. Yeah, if you're going to do tomatoes, most people have to remove the peel, the seeds. Tomatoes give me crazy heartburn too. All right, so fuck average. Let's give away some fuck average, shall we? Reminder, actually, before we give away the Swole card, reminder tomorrow. Tomorrow's our accountability meeting. You can watch the stream live inside Swole TV and also inside the private Facebook group. So it's your choice. You can watch it in both of those places. So it's up to you where you want to watch. Private live stream inside Swole TV will have access to Swole chat. So you're able to chat live inside Swole TV. So you don't need to use Facebook. Yeah, a lot of you are like, fuck Facebook. You don't have to use Facebook for tomorrow's accountability meeting, just like the last week. So it'll stream live inside the private inside Swole TV, and also with Swole chat, of course, and also inside the private Facebook group if you're still in there, and you can go and check that out. So tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Time, new releases. So tomorrow's episode 1725 will be private for members only. And if you don't want to miss this episode and all the amazing releases, awesome stuff coming tomorrow, do not miss out on the Fuck Your Resolution specials over at swolenormousx.com. We got a couple that are ending tonight at midnight. I said tonight at midnight. The Swole Fam and the Swole Fam and the monthly are ending tonight. So you can get started for less than $3. That ends tonight. Goes up to $4.99. So make sure you go and you join. You plug in tonight, $2.99, less than $3. You could join the Swole Fam and get access to all the awesome stuff. Don't miss out on that. If you're not a member, you are missing out. That's correct, Jessica. So you can watch tomorrow inside the private Facebook group at 12 noon and also streamed inside Swole TV with Swole Chat, so you can get your Swole Fam on without Facebook. We're changing the game, fam. All right, let's give away this fuck average. Join the Swole Fam. Join the Swole Fam. Why won't you join the Swole Fam, you beesh? Fuck average. Fuck average. Shut up. Shut up, you fucking bird. Jesus Christ. Scrolling. Mark Anthony Kaler, come on down. Congratulations, you beast. Congratulations, Mark. Everyone say congratulations, Mark. You are the winner of this lovely fuck average card. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right, enough. Just got some PTSD from watching that when I was little. All right, congratulations, Mark. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, SwoleCard 1724 in the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. There you go. That's right. Shut the fuck up. Freddy's the Falcon. The Fitness Falcon is absolutely off his rocker. Yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. Chill the fuck out, all right? Get the fuck away. Chew. Good girl. That's a good girl, Tessie. Very nice. Good girl. Oh yeah.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh, baby. Well, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1724 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Make sure to join us tomorrow for the accountability meeting at 12 noon Eastern Time. SwoleNormousX.com to save 50% off, motherfuckers! Oh yeah. Come on, hit me now. Come on. Get this fucking shit. Get some. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, all right, SwoleNormaSex.com fam. Yeah, Papa is so chill. How do you feel without your coffee? Your energy is so low. Talk to me now. It's time to make some fucking gains. Go make some sick fucking gains tomorrow, fam. Accountability mean don't miss out. I will see you there. Peace, my geese. Deuce, my goose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket.
All right, another awesome episode. We fucking nailed it. We fucking nailed it, didn't we, fam? Oh, that was great. That was excellent. Fantastic. Oh, get fucked. Get absolutely fucked, Falcon. The whole episode. Just caw, wah, wah. I want attention. I want attention. Social justice warrior, Falcon. Enough already. No one cares about your problems. Shut your face.
My shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits.